Thanks for tuning in, folks. My name is DJ Myers, and I am the Vice President of ETWA Pro Wrestling. Today I'm joined here with Big Joe, General Manager. Big Joe, take it away.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Buzz. We're going to get right down to it, man. We're here to discuss the decisions that we've made based on the events of the June 9th New Era Rising event held at the Newport Municipal Building and the events that followed the last 5 or 10 minutes of that event and after the event. We had to face some hard decisions over the course of the past 10 days, coming right in at the 11th hour at this point with trying to stay right within that 10 days to lay down the law as to what we're going to do about all individuals involved in that main event matchup that was slated to be the number one contender, Air and Fire, versus the ETWA World Champion, the Great Zeke. Air and Fire. Quick and sweet, although justified in your anger, big man. You ignored ETWA officials' attempts and instructions given to you to break up the situation and to further the danger to all participants involved.
Henceforth, Air and Fire, you have been removed from the ETWA World Championship title run at all.
However, that does not mean that you're out of the hunt for any championship for good.
At the Pavilion des Arts in Coaticook, Quebec, July 14th, Air and Fire will be entered in to the Canadian title Battle Royal Open Challenge. Item number 2, Tyler Payne.
Tyler Payne, you're a professional wrestler and a private fitness trainer. You pride yourself on safety and you preach it above all to everybody that you train in and out of the ring. I admire your tenacity and willingness to come to the ring to aid a fellow competitor in Air and Fire when he was being jumped by multiple assailants. But you escalated that situation and made it inherently more dangerous by introducing a foreign object, a weapon, in the form of a steel chair, and turning it into an extremely volatile atmosphere.
As a result, hereby enacting immediately is the newly adopted Tyler Payne Clause, which hereby states that all foreign objects and weapons are now, from here on out, banned from all ETWA events, whether it be at ringside, in the dressing room, in the building, or parking lot.
Any infraction of this rule can be met with severe consequences, not to exclude an immediate and indefinite suspension with the ultimate in a lifetime ban from the ETWA.
Item number 3, MAD.
That's right, Mad Angry Dogs. It is a privilege to be at ringside when a member of your team is working in the ring, say nothing about defending their championship. With that privilege comes the responsibility of being mere spectators and possible cheerleaders. That doesn't mean involving yourselves physically during a match, interfering in the match, causing total and utter chaos, and thereby endangering any and all participants in said match.
As a result, all members of MAD are hereby banned from all championship opportunities for the duration of 2018.
And just to be clear, that is to include, but not only be, the ETWA World Championship, Tag Team Championship, Canadian Championship, the Heritage Championship, and any other as yet unforeseen championship opportunities. MAD, good luck.
Item number 4, the Great Zeke.
Zeke, as the world champion, you're seen as the leader of your group of the MAD. You are the control of your group and are therefore responsible ultimately for their actions. You, sir, were in a position of authority to stop what became a dangerous situation for no good reason other than what appeared to be pure malice and what appeared to be a wanton and eager need to hurt Aaron Fire. You were obligated to stand between Aaron Fire and your team and put a stop to this, and you didn't.
Due to your severe violations of ETWA Code of Ethics and conduct unbecoming of an ETWA champion, the Great Zeke, you have been stripped of your ETWA championship, and you are suspended until further notice. There it is. Final item on this list, Robert Strauss.
Robbie Strauss, whichever you like to be called. You know, you're looked up to around here by a lot of guys. You're a professional, and not just a professional in the same sense that every one of us are, but in the sense that you travel the world. This is how you make your living. You do what everybody else in that dressing room wants to do with their career. You've lived the life that so many of them want to live. And you're in a position to teach not just the young and the green, but the old and the gray. I learn something from you every time you're in-house. And you know, the biggest problem is that with that position that you have, you, sir, are obligated morally and ethically to take a leadership role. And this is why this makes your actions so egregious and so much worse than anything else that we've encountered, and what has brought this situation so deep. Your actions were of a neglectful nature. You jumped in the ring and looked as though you were going to stop things. And you could have stopped it with just a few simple words. And instead the words you chose were, "Do it the right way! Do it the right way!" And proceeded to put your boots to this guy. And further instigated MAD in an attack on a helpless Aaron Fire. And Aaron Fire is no helpless guy. And then to make it worse, what do, Robbie E? You begin to scream in my face. You begin to scream in the commissioner's face that it's your title, that the championship should be yours. Who are you, sir, to say that any championship should be yours when you come into our house and disrespect our rules and disrespect our competitors and then attack them with our world championship belt? You want a world title? You want to be the ETWA champion? Then you, sir, have got to earn that right just like everybody else has. Because quite frankly, we expect more of you.
As of immediately, the Robert Strauss brand has been suspended indefinitely from the ETWA.
All right, ETWA fans, Buzz, that's everything on the general manager's agenda for now.
Well, Joe, that's all old news. Now it's time to talk about new business. And what I'm talking about is Champions of Wrestling. July 14th, ETWA Pro Wrestling is going to be in Coaticook, Quebec, 116 Rue Wellington.
That's right, Buzz, and I'm so excited. ETWA finally went back to Coaticook. You know, and it's a big deal what we're facing right now because we have a wide open main event. One of our players is out. For the reasons.
What are you going to do about this?
Here's what we're going to do about it. I'm talking about 6'2", 300 pounds, from the Juba, Sudan, Soa Amin. And he's going to face the newly crowned NWA British Commonwealth champion. He represents the Torture Chamber Pro Wrestling Dojo from Montreal, Quebec, the Dominator, Dom Boulanger.
You heard it, folks. That's the main event at Champions of Wrestling, July 14th, 7 p.m. Route 116, Rue Wellington, Coaticook, the Pavilion des Arts. Be there.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook. From all of us here at the ETWA, we're out.